Hello everyone, I'm Adam with AEW Maine Treasure Adventures. Today, we're over at Morgan's Beach. This is one of the nicest beaches to come and swim at. So anyway, we're going to jump in, metal detect, take everything else that shouldn't be in the swimming area out. Make it a little cleaner, a little safer. Let's do this, you know the drill. Let's get suited up. Today's throwback jersey, Ty Dolla $, the rapper, and my friend. He signed it right there. Let's get wet. At first, I started walking the swimming area and pulling out any trash or surface finds. Like here is some trash, plastic, and band-aids. But when it comes down to it, they don't belong here, and they need to be removed to make the water cleaner. Normally, the water is clearer. However, we had a ton of people swimming, and that stirred up the bottom and cuts down the visibility in the water. Here is some more trash. Tons of trash that people should have thrown away instead of in the water. Our first metal detecting find of the day was some tinfoil. Finally, something other than trash. We found a coin. It's a quarter. I tried to grid out the swimming area and hit everything a couple of times, but with all the swimmers, that was a challenge. I started metal detecting at the end of the swim rope line. I went back and forth from left to right 9 times and slowly covered 5 feet each lap. A foil wrapper. This was a cool find. It's a plastic cover for one of the swim buoys. I gave this back to the staff at the end of the day. More garbage. Here is some tinfoil. Another band-aid. Gross. A piece of firewood. He shoots, he scores. I eventually went outside the swimming area because of all the kids following me around. Once they found out I make YouTube videos, I was worried they were going to step on my detector. This ended up being a good move because I would find one of the best finds of the day. We got a ring.
Yeah, baby!
Too far, they probably need to tow back.
Another coin. This time, it's a dime. Trash. That's nasty. Another gross band-aid. I still don't get why people wear band-aids in the water. They're gonna fall off almost 100% of the time. Small piece of plastic. This is a freshwater mussel. Mussels are filter feeders that remove impurities from the water, such as algae, plankton, silts, bacteria, fungi, pharmaceuticals, and heavy metals. This process helps to keep drinking water clean, making the ponds, lakes, and rivers cleaner. Mussels are called the liver of the river because of their role in improving water quality. For swimmers, I would always recommend wearing water shoes, as you can get cut up really badly on these guys if you step on one just right. This is what's left of a chain link to an old chain once iron oxidation starts. The oxidation of iron is a chemical reaction that occurs when iron comes into contact with oxygen and water, causing it to rust. We found a brand new bolt anchor shackle, or D-ring shackle. I also gave this to the staff at Morgan's Beach. Check this out. This was used for a boat anchor, but what was it before? Any ideas? Leave a comment on what you think this was originally.
Yeah. That's an old chain.
More trash. Plastic cup cover. A bunch more garbage. Another Band-Aid. Ew. You'll never guess what I found next. Of course, more trash. Finally, another good find. It's an earring. Although I had trouble finding this one, I kept seeing it and then losing it.
So this earring I was having trouble finding.
This is one of Morgan Beach's old swim anchors.
Yeah.
I told them next time I come out, I'll hook a buoy to them so they can be reused. Our next target was some tinfoil.
Yep.
We found a stainless steel ear gauge.
Oh no, it's an ear. When I first saw it, I thought it was a ring.
Found some more trash. Here is a hair tie. Another coin. It's a dime. Another piece of a plastic cup cover. Up next, we found another dime. More trash. I was checking each of the swim buoys to see if one was missing the plug. All of them currently out in the swimming area right now had their plug still attached. Another hair tie. This was a pretty cool find. It's a BFF Best Friends bracelet.
Oh, that's cool. Whoa.
This next target surprised me a little bit. It's a Happy Ultra E vape. It has a battery in it, so this is great to get out of the water.
Very nice.
Let's take a look at all the stuff we pulled out of here today. We got a couple of hair ties and a bunch of trash out of the water, some glass, the swim buoy plug, and the swim anchor we gave back to Morgan's Beach, a couple of fishing lures, some smaller plastics, and a vape. For good finds, we got 1 quarter, 3 dimes, the earring, the friendship bracelet, and the coolest find was this ring. The weirdest find was a stainless steel ear gauge. Morgan's Beach is one of the nicest swimming areas in the state. Its sandy bottom beach is in the entire swimming area. This place is great for the kids and the entire family to have a fun-packed day, whether it's swimming, having a picnic, playing on the playground, or in the field, laying out in the sun. It's a great spot. They even have a food shack, changing rooms, bathrooms, and most importantly, the staff is incredibly friendly. They do everything they can to make sure you have an amazing day while there. I especially would like to thank Megan, the beach manager. She has to deal with a lot of different things on a day-to-day basis. You have a great attitude and an amazing work ethic. Your strength is greater than any obstacle you'll face. Believe in your dreams and keep working towards them. You and your crew rock. Just down the road from the beach in Lincoln is the Our Heroes Military Museum. I would 100% check this place out either before or after going to the beach. This is an amazing model of an aircraft carrier. So much attention to detail from the maker of this model. It has a ton of history. Everyone can learn something from this museum. I will add all the contact information for both Morgan's Beach and Our Heroes Military Museum. Both are worth the drive from anywhere in the state of Maine. Also, a couple streets down from the museum is the American Legion. They have a real tank on display. Until the next adventure, AEW out.